So welcome back guys, and in this video we are going to see the XPath access methods that are descendant and descendant or self. So the descendant method selects all the descendants of a particular node which you have chosen as a reference. Okay, so it selects the children and grandchildren of that particular tag or the node which you have chosen. Okay, regarding HTML we say it tag. Okay, in regarding the XML we say it as a node. Okay, and descendant or self chooses all the children and grandchildren and also that particular reference node which you have chosen. Okay, for example, you are the boss of your company and I am trying to select all the workers that work under you. So descendant will select all the workers which work under you, and descendant or self will select you as the boss and all the workers also. Okay, so this is how we use the descendant and descendant or self. So it will be more clear if I'll show you a demo. So let's move to the website and show you that how to use the descendant and descendant or self. Also, one more point I want to include, that the tag name for the descendant or self, I mean that the node which you are selecting, the tag name for that particular node, the current or the context node, must be same with the children or the grandchildren which you are trying to select. Okay, so I'll show you what I mean. Okay, for example, if here we have the div tag and we want to select all the children and grandchildren which are named as div under the main div tag, then we need to provide here div. Okay, this tag name and this tag name should be same in case of descendant or self, then only it will select all the children and grandchildren. So let us move to the website and see what do I mean by all the descendant and descendant or self. Okay, so let's see the example. So for example, let me just go to the salesforcedeveloper.com website and then let me inspect this particular web page. So on inspecting, let me find out a good div tag so that I can show you that what do I want to show. So let me find out a particular div tag for you. So okay, this has 1 of 1, and then let me select this particular div tag. Okay, so I'm pressing Ctrl F over here and let me show you the descendant tag over here. Okay, so let me first find out this particular div tag. Okay, so for that, our old concept of XPath, we will use div, and then okay, it vanished away. Oh god, let's search it once again. It's a whole lot of task to search a lost div tag. So let's copy this so that we can type it at once, div, and then @class, and then is equals to the value. Okay, so we have selected this. Okay, and then we will find out the descendants div tag of this particular div tag. Okay, so there are many childs and subchilds of this particular div tag, as you can see. Okay, so let's go and write here descendant and then div. Okay, so 1 out of 18. Okay, so we have many descendants. So you can see that we selected this context or the current node, and then we got this particular div tag, and then the next one is this particular div tag, and the next one is this particular div tag, and then the next one is this particular div tag and this particular div tag. So it first selected the child, this one. Okay, the 1 of 18, and then it selected the grandchildren. These are all the grandchildren. Okay, so this is how it's done. Okay, so you can see here it has selected all the descendants of this particular div tag, the current or the context node. Okay, so let us now use the descendant or self. So descendant or self will use, if I write or, then self will select the current or the context node also. Earlier it was 1 of 18 and now it is 1 of 19. Okay, so what do you get by descendant? You ignore the current or context node when you use the descendant, and when you use the descendant or self, you include the current or context node. Okay, so this is how we use the descendant and descendant or self in order to locate the particular tags which are the children and grandchildren of the current or the context tag. Okay, so that one thing I want to tell you, that here the descendant or self, it selects all the children, grandchildren which has the same tag name as that of the current or the context node. Okay, so if the tag name of the descendant and self are same, so what does this mean? That here we selected this current node, okay? So it has the div tag name, and we write here the tag name as div only. So what does this mean? That all the descendant and grandchildren which have the div tag are selected, okay? So this tag name and this tag name should be same for the descendant or self, okay? And if we will write descendant and then we will give the tag name div, then all the div tag which are the descendant of this particular context node will be selected, excluding this particular div tag, okay? So this is what I wanted to tell you regarding the descendant and descendant or self. So now one thing I would like to tell you more, that if I provide here a star, okay, so star means that all the tags in this HTML DOM structure, okay, complete DOM structure will be checked out, and then this particular attribute which you have specified will be checked, okay? It will not only check the div tag, okay, it will not only check the div tag, it will check all the particular tags in this HTML DOM structure. So if we apply a star over here, then also we are correct, because then it will filter out according to the attribute which you have given in the further lines of the XPath. Okay, so if I erase this, then also that particular div tag will be selected, 1 of 1, you can see. Okay, so if you provide a star over here, then also we will be able to locate this particular div tag. Okay, it's not necessary that you provide a tag name over here. Star means that all the tags in the HTML DOM structure will be checked out, and then specific attribute will be called, and your tag will be selected. Okay, so this is what I wanted to tell you. And if you want to include one more thing, that if you write descendant and then if you write here div, and then for example you want this particular div, okay, or you want this particular div, so you can write here square brackets and then @ and then class is equals to single inverted comma, and then paste this particular class over here. So if I paste it, then you can see that this particular class has been selected. So this is how we can modify our XPath, and this is how we can locate various elements. So these were some extra topics which I have included, like star and locating the div tag which you want to locate. So this is all about this video and the descendant or self access method. So we will meet in the next video. Till then, keep learning, keep watching. Thank you.